Thank you so much. I think Alan Horsnell, he wrote a really good script, and I think it was pretty audacious move for Randall Emmett to direct it as his first movie, but I think he really kind of pulled it off here. And it was a really ambitious shoot too. We shot it in Puerto Rico, and then the quarantine and the shutdown happened, so we finished it in San Ynez, and it was really for a first movie. Randall really got put through the ringer in terms of wild elements outside of his control happening to him. It was supposed to be like a 18-day shoot or something, and it ended up, it took him like 7 months, 8 months to complete the film.
Wow. Tell me a little bit about your character, Byron.
So Byron Crawford, he's a Florida state police officer, and he really has a good moral core. And I wanted to really emphasize his spirituality. He's a Christian man, and I really wanted to get how his faith with his wife as well, how together they use their faith to sort of motivate him to kind of go out and fight these forces of darkness in the film. And I felt like that approach I just hadn't really seen lately, where you get this detective who really is a spiritual guy. There's a lot of jaded, chip on their shoulder movie cops and detectives out there where they don't believe in anything. I was like, well, what if this guy's just genuinely a true Christian, and what he's doing is trying to fight the forces of evil? And I found that really compelling. And once we really kind of got that part of the character in place, everything else made a lot of sense for why he was the way he was, and how he stayed so motivated, and how his family life and his wife and his son, really fueled him to go out there and do his job.
Yeah, you gave him such levels of deepness, but he's dealing with both the dark and the light.
Yeah. I wanted it to, to sort of like have echoes of like I love Tommy Lee Jones and No Country for Old Men, and just the subtle way that he played things, and that kind of the philosophical questions that character wrestles with. I really wanted to tap into different versions of that, but for this character.
Your cast is incredible, by the way. Megan Fox always blows me away, especially lately when she's done. She just finished an action film, and now she's doing this. She really is a deep and centered actress.
Yeah, she is, and person too. Yeah. She's got real character and reservoirs of depth that I think she's really tapping into a lot recently, and it's pretty cool to see. And I had a great time working with her. Our first day on the movie, we shot the scene at the bar with Megan and I, where we're kind of discussing our approaches to the case and trading notes. And I felt like in that scene, you kind of get a sense of who these two characters are a little bit. They kind of let their hair down. They're having a beer. They're not necessarily being as formal as they would normally be. And it was just a cool scene to play with Megan, where we're just having a beer. We're just kind of shooting the shiz. And it was nice.
In our final moments that we have, what do you think audiences are going to pull away from the film?
I think first and foremost, I hope they just are entertained on just the most basic movie sense of, oh, that was good. I liked it. I wasn't bored. I had a good time. I'm glad I watched it. I wanted to finish it. Just that basic level I like hitting, to be honest. And then beyond that, I look at this film no differently than I look at, if I'm watching a Disney movie with my 7-year-old son. I want the bad guys to get beat, and I want the good guys to win at the end when I watch that. That's required when I watch a movie with my son. I want that to happen. And Midnight in the Switchgrass is kind of a similar thing, where it's a movie, and I want the good guys to win, and I want the bad guys to pay and to lose.
And they do, and you do so well in this film. And thank you for your time this morning.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you very much.